What is going on this server? What on earth? Holy man. You know? Why do people need to be always so superficial? We all know the true values lie on the Wait, what? How? Well, good sir, you're stuck in the ground. Um, the real values lie on the inside. Am I right, guys? I mean, come on. Come on. Work. No! Why? It is really related to me recording, like for real. It must cause some TPS, like on the server when I'm recording. I don't know. I went in and out of this thing like a million times. Yeah, now it worked. And voila. Yeah, I've been also not lazy. As I said, true values are on the inside, and we live in a trash can, and this is the inside of our trash can. I mean, I started it, and looks pretty good. So here is our composter, right? And we kind of try to replicate the texture out here. And here will be the drop. At the moment I have the ladders here because I need to get in and out, and still will be using this for a while. While we build down here. But the idea is we kind of, we drop down here, and that was suggested in the comments. And yeah, we will end up in this super sized, what we call it, composter down here, right? And the effect should be pretty cool. Today we will keep on working on this a little bit. I want to put in the floor today together with you guys. We're going to use some podzol, and then I also thought it would be cool if we had some other, composty like trickery. So why do we have villagers down here, you might ask? Well, while I was working on this thing, I had a hole to get in and out, and I feel literally every villager in the whole freaking village fell into that dang hole and was in here. Now, I have no idea. Maybe somebody let them out over there, because yeah, they were all stuck in the hole here, like all the villagers 10, and a few of them then found their way over here and somehow managed to climb down there, and now they're down here in the composter. So I guess this guy here just strongly applied to become the new little doggy. I'm not sure what this dude wants to do here, but he adopted this workstation. He's a really happy dude down here. So I guess we have to live with him. I didn't invite them. They just invited themselves to my home. And pretty much, if you have some podzol in here, make it look like it's filled up a little bit. We will see how it turns out. I mean, we'll just have to see how it feels. And then I wanted to have this lectern, and then you click the lectern, and then somewhere, certain passages and doors open to certain machines, areas, exit, and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So it would be really cool, and this will all have hidden ways to go about. For example, then here, I don't know, door would open, quick elevator takes us up into the other room, which is pretty much on top here mostly. The room we've been working in, and we have our farms and stuff at the moment. So yeah, we would somehow make it to this room from down there. I'll find a way to do it. And yeah, so it will be this intriguing thing, but in the first glance it's only, there they are. Oh yeah, they adopted my stuff here. I think I have a blast furnace and a smoker down here. So hi, welcome, I guess. I'm just waiting for a guy who picks up the lectern. Man, these guys are annoying. The fog situation is pretty good. We have this all filled up with cooked chicken now, and it seemed what happened. The hoppers ran full because my mom was here for a visit, so I didn't have much time to play. Couldn't log on, then ran full, and that made him drop the sword, and we probably lost the sword at the moment, but that's not a big deal. We are hooked up food-wise for a while, and then if you need more, we can fix it. So it's all good. In the hood, he will still keep on killing. You know, we just won't get cooked chicken. Anyways, where you guys go? I feel really, really, you know, it's weird with them being here. Anyways, we need to also do a little bit of redstone today, and I think we're gonna try to, what do I have here? Try to start with that. Um, or no, let's do the podzol first, because you know I want to have a nice free drop here. That means the last trapdoor here, obviously that is in the way, needs to be removed, and we also need to properly align ourselves, I guess, somehow. So yeah, it might be a bit tricky, although should be. Yeah, we'll see how we do that. We'll see how we do that. Okay, anyways, yeah, I'm on the hunt for podzol, and I think we could pick up some at Dirty Deeds. But before we do, first, let's have a quick glance on, I mean, the insanity that's going on here in the village. There is some Sahara building friendly, right, building competition going on. Green made this insane house. And then Mambo had this thing going on, and he has, I think he has a boat. Is this a redstone launchy thing that launches him higher up? What are they doing here, man? Wait, let's quickly check it out. If I can take off. So Iskal had a house on a balloon. This is Concorp, I think, also wanted higher up. And this is the redstone thingy. So it extends somehow, I guess. And he can sit on there and claim he had a higher house. Oh my god. What is this? Okay, somebody also has a high... Like, everybody's building super tall houses now. What is going on? People need to chill. Look, there's our house. There. Okay, the quest for podzol. And honestly, I think they were selling some in Dirty Deeds. And this would be the best way for us to get some. So let's head back to town. No, no, no. No. No, no, not again. Oh, man. Man. I hope people realize that there's been wars fought over this bush. It's gone again, man. Just talked to X about it. Said he's pretty sure he had fixed it after the patch we got, so maybe there's still some vanishing entity issues? Come on, why does it have to be my bush? We have to check out the piston bolt and see how bad it is there. Okay, podzol, how much is it? 1 stack per diamond. Man, why did I bring all this stuff? Let's let it just despawn here. Man, really, the bush is gone again. That's so annoying. You know, I was like, I knew it. I was kind of holding off with fixing the Tunnel of Love in the Nether. Wait, what? Where did they spawn? On carpets? Wait, what? Anyways, you know, because I thought maybe it's not 100% fixed. Looks like we have this issue. Oh, by the way, like yesterday in the stream I turned down my volume quite a bit, so it might have been a bit quiet. Okay, anyways, let's get podzol. So we need quite a bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, dang it! That's 2 Dirty Deeds. Say I got you good to a player. Punch someone's horse? What outlandish deed is that supposed to be? Nobody has a horse around these, you know, this server. Okay, we store them. We find a good time to use them. Okay, let's send the podzol back. We need more. This feels like not enough. God dang it. Oh. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hate and love this shop. Ah. Alright. Type coordinates at a random. Okay. Punch a pig. Man, why do I have to punch people and things? I don't like to punch animals. Come on, Cub, don't be like that. Okay, so we keep them. Okay, here, yeah, that should give us some podzol to work with. In case of emergency, we come back. Ah, let's buy one more. Stupid job. Okay, one more. No! Why? Give someone a worthless item? Okay, okay. Guess we can do that too. Man, freaking shop. Hate it. Man. Alright, let's check down in the Tunnel of Love, which I will fully finish when I'm sure no entities are vanishing anymore. Okay, this looks alright. We have X and everybody here. There's everybody. There was the damage in the forest. That is still not fixed. Yeah. We lost the wolf and all the entities here. Minecarts 2. Yeah, there is... Yeah, and TFC was gone last time too. I don't think there is new damage. But yeah, now with the newly disappearing bush, I'm not quite sure what's going on. So I will hold off for a little bit longer here. And then I'll call in Zizuma and we do a little bit of fixing here. And get it repaired. Other than that, it should be good. Thing works still now. Really concerned always, you know, with these updates all the time, breaking things. But at the moment we are in a good path. You know, the tech chat meeting has commenced and there's good talks between the devs and some members of the tech community and so on. And so looks like we're onto some of those bugs faster now. Hopefully. Another thing that is a little bit of a holdback at the moment, honestly, I have to say, is still constantly changing quite deep game mechanics. So this guy lost his job now. Good. Can have it back later. And yeah, so I was working on the iron farms. By the way, the podzol layer should be... I don't know if you want to do a uniform high layer. Let's just throw a layer of podzol in and see how it looks. How high should it be? I never really thought about it. We don't want to make it too high so it would sit upright to this thing here. Maybe even a one high layer here as a ground floor would be good. We can try to give it some structure and put some leaves in there and have some lighting on the floor like that. Yeah, that should work out. Okay, so yeah, you know, there is quite some changes to the mechanics all the time. So Iron Golem Farms is now based on zombie scaring. And they first had a first iteration and it sounded like they want to keep that. But then they changed something again and now they need to work in between. And sleep pretty much, but yeah, we found ways to do it already, but now there is still a bug and that holds us back a little bit. But as I said, there's good conversation going on with the devs now and things like that should be fixed faster. So there's definitely hope, you know, that we soon get stable mechanics. I think villager breeding is now stable. I think that's the way they want to do it. That's why I did the villager breeder tutorial the other day. It's like the day before yesterday or so I released that. And yeah, once again, it was YouTube changed something again with the sub boxes. And while the change was happening, I released a video and half of YouTube was down again. I could immediately see it in the view numbers. So yeah, that was a bit annoying. So if you haven't seen it yet, check it out. It's a very good villager breeder. You can use, you know, semi-sized for casual players or, you know, for normal single player worlds. Man, these guys starting to annoy the heck out of me. Okay, we have the podzol floor and we definitely want to have some carpets and things to spice that up. Now first of all, let's try to spread around random lights. So yeah, with the iron farm, right, guys, don't worry, the design I showed right now is still not a waste of time. If you build that, you can... we should break it with Silk Touch actually, so we don't lose it. So you can later then still adjust it with the new and updated version I will show. So it's pretty much almost the same. Just a little bit of redstone trickery and stuff needs to be added, but it's all good. So don't you worry. Okay, whew. I was already thinking, could be dark down here and mobs could have spawned. Yeah. Whew. Okay, I think we will go for, actually, don't use glowstone for lighting. It was my first thought. So use some pumpkin or Renos. Why did I pick up this stupid crossbow again? Go out of my life. Okay, where is my shears? The process of making, yeah, jack-o'-lanterns is like this whole thing now. First you need to carve him like that. Do you always have to do that? No, right? You could just craft them together, and then where's the carved ones now? You can put it in like that. It was easier to craft the carved ones or so. Something was different with it, I remember. Okay, and yeah, we throw them down into the holes. I think that would look better than any other. It's more like a natural thing, right? Something you could toss into the composter too. Like that, little dots, and then we can throw some of that on there. Okay. And then maybe even cover that with carpet. And have little yucky spots in here, you know, and they look nice and bright green because this nicely lit up. You know, it's like mold and stuff building up a little bit. I think that would fit well with a composter scene. Yeah, I think we're going somewhere here. Okay, let's make more of that green gooey carpet. Maybe also have some slime sticking out somewhere. Okay. Let's frame that in. Yeah, this needs to be bigger. Maybe a splash there. Let's have a look on it from the top. How it feels. Oh yeah. Starting to become moldy and stuff. I definitely want to have some leaves maybe sticking out here and there too though. So maybe, you know, on the offset corners. We should have some podzol below as well. Like so. Yeah, maybe we need to bring more structure to it. Okay, but I think this is good to throw in some of the leaves. So let's pick some random spots where we'll do that. Here, there, and maybe in the corners too. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, podzol it up and leave. Yeah, I think that looks alright. To give it a little bit more of something, you know, so it's not that empty. Put a leaf down there. Podzol, leaf, and oh man, my pickaxe. Double podzol. Now we got the podzol, we can waste it, you know what I mean? Man, 4 dirty deeds for that. That's what we got. Alright. Maybe deeper grass roots like that. Nah, or leaf roots. I think we should stick with the pattern. Like that. Okay, let's have another look. Yeah, it's starting to get somewhere. You know, we have some chunks of leaves and yeah, definitely looks too flat. So we probably want to throw in some cursed dirt here and there too. You know, so it maybe gives us a little bit of more detail. Do I have gravel and dirt here anywhere? Most likely not much of it, right? No. Man, I should have bought some cursed dirt. I thought I bought some somewhere, but could have been lost without all the moving. Ooh! I got a whole lot of golden carrots left. Nice. Yeah. I think I displaced quite a lot of some stuff. That's why I'm quite happy kind of getting a home here now. Wait, let me see. Maybe I also had some more stuff like melons and some hay bales. Yeah, maybe we should definitely veer away from the flat surface a bit. You know, it's like some gooey stuff is building up here. And give it a bit more structure. But we don't want to have stuff too much in the way. More, but it could be molding up a bit. Come on, can you not place it in this corner there? Thank you. Okay, yeah. Maybe get some hay bales in here and there, or there. Wait, I need to make sure we face him like this. This looks better. We cannot have him packed up like that. Like so. Get some more colors in there and some variation. The hay bale there. Yeah, this looks like a trash pizza. That's the place I want to live. Okay, now we throw in some melons into the mix to tie it all together. Boom. You know, this would be some natural stuff people throw in here to decay into our trash world. Here. Okay, now let's have a peek. Maybe we want some slime, but I'm not quite sure. Yes. This is starting to look nice and gooey. Almost like one of those villages immensely puked down in there. Exactly the look we were gunning for. Exactly the look we were gunning for. So I was thinking it would potentially also be cool to have some campfires hidden up in here. You know, have some smoke particles rising as if the thing was further rotting. I don't know, and maybe I can have some goo particles hanging on top here as well to make it look a little bit nicer, you know. Some goo gets stuck on the walls and stuff. But yeah, the lag, you know, thinking about all these particles here. But maybe, I'll try. Maybe we can try at some point. Okay, so here is where the corner door would be, right? Those two guys here, we need to pull. So let's try that out. I'm not sure what the trapdoor will do if we have to reset it if we pull it out like that. Okay, let's say here, be something like that, right? And let's get a lever. Do you have levers pre-prepared? I brought down my redstone chest at least, huh? So we don't have to go up and down the ladders all the time. I almost feel proud about that. But surely there's no lever in here. Really. Yeah, then we just use a redstone block. Why do I... Or maybe I just missed it. Anyways. Okay, let's pull it out. It's gone. Let's put her back. Nice and close. Cool. Okay, that's the basic principle, and I guess we could have the pufferfish somewhere right here where it's really close, so it actually triggers. Okay, let me do some puffer fishing. I brought the pufferman bucket. Yeah, I'm hooked up. R.I.P. pufferfish dude. You survived for a whole of 5 minutes and then suffocated in this wood block. Didn't I see it coming? Still tried my luck. Well, guess it was a bad day for you. Alright. Before we do anything else, this pufferfish situation needs to be fixed. This thing ate through 4 of my pufferfish here, and I love them all. Rest in peace, pufferfish 1 to 4 now. And yeah, there's another way we can do it. So the problem was, as I cannot have this wood block out of the way, even if I don't use a half slip in here, eventually the pufferfish would glitch into this block. So there is another way to do a pufferfish switch, and this way, whoops, we should hopefully be able to align the guy properly. So let's try this version out. So to do so, wait, let's clear some space here. We need to give it some swimming space and then push it in there. So let's get a piston in here. That's the easiest way to get him in there, I found, if you do this version of the pufferfish switch. Okay, so that should shield it hopefully from getting in there. Okay, next pufferfish. I'm sorry, mate, hopefully you don't die. Get into the water. What are you doing? Oh, man. How can you be so dumb? Just get into the water, mate. Jumping up there like a madman. Just jump down into the water. Come on, don't act dumb. Where are you trying to go? You go anywhere but the water. Here we go. Good boy. Okay, now he needs to calm down. Let's give it some space. Okay, calm down. Okay, he's down there, swimming. Really? Oh yes, that's what we want. Okay, now the pufferfish is in there. And hopefully gets forced to stay over on our side. And still trigger fine and not glitch anywhere where it can be killed. Alright, let's get the string back in. Glass here. I mean, now, hopefully this should not die again. It's really starting to bug me out, but I think we'll be holding him over here now, see? So this is a safer version for a wall. It was never a big issue like that before, but I guess 1.14 brought that upon us too. Alright, so now, let's test it again. Let the door close. Walk up to the corner. Door opens. Okay, and so far our fish is alive. I repeat, the fish is alive. And I think it will stay alive now. Hopefully. Whoop. Oh my god. Man. Dude. Oh, okay. So I was just having issues getting into my base. The TPS of the server is really bad at the moment. Forsey just logged on the second. But yeah, Iskal I think is AFKing, maybe farming somewhere. Yeah, you know, there still is a lot of work to be done with the performance for 1.14. That's for sure. You're a butcher. Okay, yes. Man, it freaked me out. Okay, let's try out the full sequence now. So I walk up into the corner. Pufferfish switch triggers. Okay, door opens. Let's see if it closes again. Yes, okay, then we will have, of course, a nicer looking tunnel here. We come over here and then just do this. Oop, I placed the torch somewhere. Where did I place that? In there? Inside of the minecart? Okay, interesting. Cool, but it works. Yeah, now let's see, if I was trying to get in... Oh boy, okay, triggered fast, but yeah, the server feels a bit wonky. I don't know what Iska is doing at the moment. Let's see if we can get it to work. But I really had to do several tries, which is normally never the case. So yeah, something is tanking the server at the moment. Ah, okay, seems it's better now. Yeah, we had some issues before. Anyways, okay, this will of course be a free fall then. And we need to hook that up. So, you know, this trapdoor that is at the moment missing will be there again and then just, you know, gets pushed in and out. We cannot really just open it, I would say. Because that could be in the way when we're falling down. Or we need to make sure we are nicely lined up here all the way when we fall down. We have to see if we can work that out. Could be a bit tricky. We don't want to get stuck somewhere. Maybe we use some smooth water streams to push you in the right corner or so. We will see. Then of course this will open and you fall through. And then I was thinking potentially we could hide... Can we hide a bed or hay bales or slime blocks below here? So now when you land you don't take damage. That's why we have this bit of carpet there. Yeah, but over in all, this looks starting to look cool. Saturday, I'm definitely going to do another live stream, so come out and hang out. Come out to the Twitch and hang out. But this is a nice sequence now. Wait, I need to make sure I have nothing in my hand, I guess, just to be... Yeah, works really smooth. Coolio. This guy, I guess, will stay living in the ground. There's really weird stuff going on here on this village. What's wrong with you, guy? Anyways, I see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye!